Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first ever live stream. I'm a bit nervous, but to God be the glory. Nevertheless, I'm here. First, I want to acknowledge the Spirit of God and welcome you all as you come in. I want to discuss in this topic to take the limits of God. Why I choose this topic? Many times, too many of us, we do limit God. And we need to understand no matter what we are going through and the challenges we face in life, never limit God. When we face mountains and we don't know how we're going to get over that mountain, or we're going to get on top of that mountain, where it's going to move, but stop limiting God. For with God, nothing is impossible. Just touch yourself and say, God, nothing. Let me quote the Bible way. Nothing shall be impossible. But sometimes we doubt God. As human beings, we do doubt God at times. Take the limit of God. Whatever we face in life, God is able. He's above that. He's above everything that we face. Now in St. Luke 1, when the angel went to Mary, at the time being a virgin, it told her that she will conceive and bring forth the Messiah. Mary started to wonder and ponder, how can that be? I've never been with a man. So how am I going to conceive? Maybe Mary was there saying, I'm engaged to Joseph. How am I going to conceive? But Mary did not know the God who nothing was impossible to do. Because when the angel were there talking to her, tell her what to come, he does tell her that nothing shall be impossible with God. And Mary get convinced and she believed. And what happened? She did conceive and give birth. We need to know and understand that God, the God we have, is the God that creates nothing. Let me correct myself. Is the God that creates something out of nothing. The God that speak and said, let there be, and there was. The foundation of this earth was without void. It wasn't pretty to look on. But this God, he speaks and it comfort. Now, what's a great God? Can we imagine how powerful and how awesome that God is? How mighty, how wonderful he is? We need to stop limiting God. Take the lid off. Take off the lid. When we sit and we worry about our troubles, our trial, our tribulation every day, what I'm gonna eat, what this, what that, what's not that, we are limiting God. When we start to limit God, He cannot work that. God is above our thoughts. He can supply all our needs. But how can He supply our needs when we start to limit Him? You ever think about it? Just stop for a moment and think about it. The moment we start to worry about what tomorrow brings, we are limiting God. The moment we stop to say, Lord, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? What's gonna happen tomorrow? What must I do? We start to worry till we have headache, aches and pain. We are limiting God. In order for us to not limit God, we have to stay focused. You hear what I just said? We have to stay focused and be steadfast in His word. We can't be like the sea that waver, that have no direction. When the wave comes, it just disappear. We can't be like that. We have to stay steadfast, stay focused, and stand on the side of Christ Jesus. Let me encourage somebody again. Take the leader of God. He's Almighty God. He's higher than the highest, greater than the greatest. Tell me what God can't do. There's nothing that God can't do. Nothing is impossible for this man, Jesus, that He can't do. If you tell God there is something impossible, He will just laugh, because He's the God that said, let there be, and there was. He's the God that called forth, and it comes forth. So why are we limiting God? Think about it. Why are we really limiting God? We need to truly stop limiting God. He's above everything that we go through. There's nothing we face in life that God cannot fix. There is nothing we go through in life that God don't understand or can't even imagine. He is a God. He has eyes to see, ears to hear, mouth to speak. He's not like some other God that can't move, that can't work, that can't operate. He's the God above every other gods. He knows how to put in and take out. He knows how to keep us, to sustain us, how to feed us, how to provide for us. But take the limit of God. We cannot limit God as if he's like a friend we have that, oh, my friend may not come through. He's a faithful God. When our friend fails us sometimes, he never fails. I personally can recommend him to you that he never fails and can never fail. We fail him at times. Yes. As human, we do fail God at times. It's sad to say, but it's true. We do fail God at times. And I think it makes him sad. All of us, please. All of us go through that where we fail God at some point in time. But when we limit God, that's not right. It cannot be right. No, look at Abraham and Sarah. Abraham and Sarah, they were there. No, Abraham being old, Sarah, so old. The angel came and said, listen, a child is going to come forth. No, Sarah laughed. And I do understand why Sarah laughed. Because what? She limits God. She do limit God. We serve a God that creates something out of nothing. He speak and said, let there be, and there was. We understand that God is above all gods. Do we really understand that? Do we really and truly believe that? I'm talking to somebody right now. Do we really and truly believe that? We need to believe that. We limit God by putting time on God. We can't put time on God. God is above time. He creates time. He exists before time. So how are we limiting God? If this man exists before time, he exists out of time. He lives out of time. We live in time. But he lives out of time. Yet we are limiting him. Think about it. He lives out of time. And we as humans, we live in time. You don't believe me? We approach things differently if we understand and know who God is. As humans, we tend to see God. We tend to see things, I should say, through our natural eyes. But we want to remove that and see things through the eyes of God. Remember David, known as the warrior, David. When Goliath came and decided to say, listen, I want to kill them. Send me a man. David was looking through the eyes of God. David see where he could take down Goliath through the eyes of God. But Goliath, he saw himself killing whosoever come in front of him through his eyes, through his natural eyes. That's so true. It's sad to say, many times we see God through our natural eyes, but we need to see God operating through his eyes. We can ask him. We can ask him for that. Lord, help me to see things through your eyes. Help me not to fathom things through my natural eyes. Natural eyes, we only have, it's a limit from here to there. From here to there we see. But he see far above and beyond. Now Goliath thought he would have won. But if you read the story in 1 Samuel 17, the entire story realized that he did not win. David took him down. God got the victory. Understand? He got the victory. Now, in Genesis 18, with Sarah being old, if it was one of us, maybe we would have laughed also. I'm not repeating myself. I just want to go back a little. Maybe we would have laughed also. Said, I'm old. What is this thing? Me for conceive now in my old age. Can I? Not possible. Through what? Our natural eyes. But the God that speaks and say it was so. It did happen because Isaac come forth. We need to take the limit of God. Let me tell you something. He's transcendent. Yes, God is transcendent. He exists and live above time. While we live in time. Let's reason this out. We have to get up to go to work by a certain time, to school by a certain time, etc. We do things in time. We work in time. We move and operate in time. We operate in seconds, minutes, hours, day, months, week, and year. That's time. We operate in that. But God don't. So take the limit off God. We move by time. We function by time. But he does not move nor function by time. He operates out of time. I want somebody really get and understand what I'm talking about. The powerful, almighty God. The God who knows how to operate out of time. The God who brings forth time. He exists before time. So when we limit God and telling God that, God, I need so and so, and it have to be no, I'm gonna die. Oh God, That's our time. That's not God's time. That is our time. But he does not operate like that. God is the I am, meaning present tense. That meaning will always be. Will always be. He said to Moses, when you go to the children of Israel, tell them, I am that I am. You find it in Exodus 3, verse 14. I am that I am, present. God is always present. It's what I'm talking about. Is always present. Today, tomorrow, and forever, he is still now. So you see, he operates out of time. So why are we, as human, limiting God? The lilies take no thought, if they have any, are we gonna water them? The animals, they just look and live. But mankind, we limit God, who operate out of time. We limit the great God. We don't know. We don't know and understand. I want someone to understand the God I'm talking about. I want someone to understand the God that speaks and it happens. I want someone to understand the God that know how to heal and know how to deliver. Someone to understand the God that put on his life, take it up back again. The Almighty God. God don't work in our time. We're saying, God, no. No, God, no. I want it now. Okay. You don't get to know what you're going to do. His time is not our time. And they have good thought for us. Amen. His time surpass our understanding. But we're there. God, we want it now. If we not get it now, we see. God is above that. He is above that. We can bass up God and tell God, say, no. God, if you not come true, no. I'm going dead. And God, we're not going to die. You're good to pray. Pray, yes. It's really good. I recommend prayer all the time. It's really good to pray. Pray that assurance. But on a bass up God and tell God, say, no. That's when I want it. I don't want it again anymore. I have to just fix it like a part here for those overseas. Understand? Stop limiting God. When we limit God, He cannot operate in our life the way He wants to operate. He's an ever-present God. God wants us to be still and know that He is the I am. But we tend to worry about things. Some little simple matter we are worried about. some little thing where you're not called for, not necessary. Doesn't work like that. We're worried about the bill collectors are coming. Our monthly bills to pay. Instead of going to God and lay it before him and say, God, this is it. And give it to him. But we sit and we worry and we start to have headache. Some of us end up in the hospital. Some of us went crazy. It's so true. Some people do run crazy because they start to worry. What? Limiting God. We need to be still and watch the master work in his time, not our time. In his time. His time is always perfect. His time is always perfect. Only if we see him through his eyes, then we know that his time is always perfect. But if we can to look through our eyes, we don't start being perfect. We don't start nothing. But please, stop limiting God as if he's, I can't do God. I don't know about you, but I know him as a can do God. I know him as a God that when I pray, I get answer. And if I see today it don't come through, I look for it to come through tomorrow. And I keep looking and hoping and praying because I know he's a can do God. I used to limit him in the past, but I take off the lid. I can't be serving this great God. It doesn't make sense. I can't be, I'm trusting this God. Yet I limit him. If I limit him, I can't recommend him to you. If I doubt him, I cannot recommend him to you. I have to stay steadfast and trust that what he said he will do, that he will do. He is a faithful God, the never failing God. The God that knows when and how to come through. Yeah. We want God to fix things in our time. But God fix things. And fix it. It is well fixed. And if you go on God time and try to fix it, it never work. It not work. Many times we try to fix things in our time. And we try to pretty it up and say, I saw God, this have to fix it. He did not say that. We fix on our own. And we expect and think it is all good and dandy. It's him fix it. But it's not him fix it. It's we fix in our time. Wait on God and watch him fix things. If this God put the moon, the stars, the sun, come on. in their rightful position. Tell me what he can't do. Look at the sun. You think a man put it there? You ever hear of any astronaut going to the sun? Not one man can go to the sun. So that means that there got to be a supreme God. He is the God that separates the salt water from the fresh water. The God that keeps the fish in the salt water. But I will took them out and clean them up and have to put a little salt on it. And then we'll cook and eat and we'll enjoy. What amazing God. The God that put the sea and said, come no further. Have to stop here. Why are we limiting God? Can any of us number the years in our head? Can any of us number the sand in the sea? No. So why are we limiting God? All of that. God separated the night from the day. Oh God, come on, man. He separated the night from the day. What a wonderful God. What a mighty God. He is a restorer. He brings light where there is darkness. Oh, glory be to God. He turns mess into miracles. He made us in his own image. We need to take the limit of him because he created we human in his image. Only mankind is created in God's image. Not the animals, not the trees. We mankind. And it's we mankind limits God. See God as a God who fits only in a matches box, then that's the God you're gonna get. Take him out of that matches box. Take him out. It cannot fit in there. He's above that. Take off the cap of limits of this great God. When we limit God, especially as Christians, no, serious now, think about it. Especially as Christians, how can we sell him? How can we sell him to the world? How can we sell him to Christians? He's transcendent. So we can't limit him. We're not so limiting. In the book of Jeremiah 23, verse 24, he said, he fills the heaven and the earth. Oh my God, what a power man. He fills the heaven and he fills the earth. God is omnipresent. He's here, there, and everywhere. Remember, he's above creation. He's the one that called forth creation. So if he called forth creation, that means that he was before creation. And if he was before creation, How can we limit him if he was before creation? Huh? Now think about it. If God was before creation, why are we limiting God? Why do we think that he can't do some things, while some things he can do? Why do we think that? Hmm? Why do we think that? All we need to do is glorify him. He's the light of the world. Moses called him a man of war. Prophet of prophets. He's a cornerstone. He's my pillow. When I want to lay my head, he's my pillow. One songwriter said, every rock me rock upon Jesus. Jesus' name, so sweet. Why do you think he said that? Because while he was singing, him realized that this man is above what I can imagine. He's a potter. He holds us the clay in his hands. He's our shield and our butler. He's a faithful God. He's richer than the richest. Victorious in holiness. I want you to think about these things. He's richer than the richest. He's a father of the fatherless. He's the omnipresent God, the loving God. He's a consuming fire God. Guess how powerful he is? And we are limiting him. As human, we are limiting God. He's wonderful in counsel. You want a counselor? Check him. He's wonderful in counsel. Prince of Peace is the lily of the valley. This God that operates out of mankind time. I'm talking about. That's the God I'm talking about. Yet we limit him. We can't see past how he gonna do some certain things. That's why children of Israel fail. Because the same God who opened the Red Sea, part it, and let them cross over on the other side. Took down the enemies. When they go across, they say, yes, I glorify him. But when more problem come, they see him as, oh, they forgot that he one who opened the sea. That's limiting God. Understand? I'm getting there, Mr. Wright. As my friend on the other side. Mr. Wright on the other side, I want you to check out his channel. Yes, please do check out his channel. Some lovely things over there. He said from the limit to the unlimited. We can't just put God in a corner and say, you can't go cross the road with me. Stay there. I alone have to cross this road. This road is too wide for you, it's too big for you. There was a song that we normally love to sing and say, he's so wide, we can't get around him. He's so high, get over him. Yet he's so low, we can't go under him. I will put a limit on him. We do put a limit on God. Stop putting limit on God. If you open the womb of honor and bring forth Samuel, come on, shut the mouth of our enemy, Pinaya. Yes, Pinaya normally nagger. So God will shut her mouth and put a baby in an honor room. They thought that this woman would never give birth. Limit God. Peter was in prison, yet he sent an angel to open the prison bar. Why are we limiting God? Many of us have testimony. But what the problem is that sometimes we get over one hurdle, it feels so sweet. But we get another hurdle, oh, we forgot that it is seeing God that took us over. He can do it again. Second Chronicle 20, Jehoshaphat. When he heard that they were coming, he got worried, but he went and prayed and do some fasting. I want to encourage somebody. Fight in your victory. Don't fight for your victory. Fight in your victory. Because when you fight in your when you're there fighting for victory, sometimes we're fighting for victory, and our thoughts start to run up and down, so I get crazy and saying that I wonder if, oh my God, what if I feel, what if I do something wrong? But when I fight in a victory, I can assure you it's something different. It's something victorious. It's something to talk about. That's what I want from us. To take off the limit. Can't limit God and expect to be victorious. No, we can't. There are many testimonies out there and in the Bible that we do have, and we can share among each other. You understand? I see my pastor, and I bless you, my pastor. We know we need to understand that limiting God, you're just telling yourself that he's not able to. Limiting God, you're just telling yourself, you're just telling God that God, you can't fix this, you can't handle this. This is bigger than your God. But if we just take off the lid, take it all off, not just a little, take it all off, I will see God start to work. But if we sit the comfort zone and say, you know what, better me go check my friend. I wonder if my friend can. We put our trust at times in our friends, but now we put our trust in God. This God that live out of, oh, he live, he lived out of time, the transcendent God, the one that operates and called for time. We put our trust at times in our friends, our neighbors, family, our children, husband, our wives, co-workers, and forgot that God is. Think about him. Think about it. If he being transcendent and live out of time, is there anything possible for him to do? Is there anything too hard for him to do? If he calls forth and it comes forth, what can't he do? If he said Lazarus comfort and Lazarus comfort, tell me what he can't do. If he put on his life and take it back again, tell me what him can't do. I dare someone to tell me what this God can't do. The everlasting portion. What can't God do? There's nothing too hard for God to do. Why we think it's hard at times is because we limit him. But the moment we start to say, listen, God, I'm not going to limit you no more. I'm going to just leave it in your hands. I'm going to just watch you work. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to just free up myself. Then we see him start to operate. Him say, yes, that's what I want to do one time. I want to operate. Start to do other things. The cares of life. Yes, we are all human. I'm not superwoman that the cares of life, I don't say yes. Yes, if you come across them, but we have to know how to rebuke them. So under God's subjection, so listen to me. I know the God I serve. When Mary the Virgin doubted the angel, I think she doubted the angel. He said unto her, for there is nothing impossible for God. She believed after that. Just give in. Because she realized she couldn't win. She couldn't win that argument. She gave in. And Christ the Messiah, he did come forth. And if you go and read further, it was stated that after he come forth, and she got married to Joseph. The word of God said he knew her. That means he didn't touch her. He didn't say Joseph in the word of God. I complain about anything like whatever. No, you don't see that. He still got a virgin. So what is hard for God to do? Can somebody tell me what is there hard for God to do? I'm not gonna sit here and play as if I never used to limit God. I used to worry. I used to do it. I must be honest. I used to do it. I used to say, God, me don't know. And I used to have headache and headache, whatever headache. But I said, no. I need to prove the God that I know years back. Wherever I leave him, it was at the bus stop. I can't say airport, I never travel yet. Or the train station back then when I was a child. I have to go back and say, Lord, I apologize. But I need to know who you are. It doesn't make sense to tell me no, this is gonna happen. And that can't happen. Because I'm not gonna believe you. I'm gonna say, let me see if God can fix it. Let me see if God not gonna work it out. And if you not come through today, I believe he will come through tomorrow. Because he's transcendent. We operate in our time, second, year, days, months. Different thing, different word. God, I need my healing now. We're not the boss of God. I need the money now. That's still not the boss of God. Mm-mm. That's what we're telling you now. No. If you don't do it, no. Because they say no. They will pray sometime. The way some of us pray at times, we wonder who we're really praying to. If it's the same God that I know. That God had turned it in the heavens. And we hear it and heard it here. Experienced some lightning flash before. When it lick across the heaven, you run go hide. That mighty, powerful God. That God that put up and the God that take down. That God was the greatest player. None of us can play just like God. Because if God have you to be here and you're going there, God have a way of taking you back right here. Who win? Him win. We can't win. We can't beat him. We can't go around him. We can't grease him palm. I said, God, what I think now? That's what I think now. Don't work like that. I want to encourage somebody to take the limits of God. Limiting God does not work. I'm talking from experience. Limiting God, you don't experience. If you're going to sit and fret, you're limiting God. If you're going to run and complain to your friends and your family, you're limiting God. Understand? We can't limit this God. When you read in the Bible, some people say fairy tale. I know fairy tale. They're not fairy tale. When I read something in the Bible, you realize that this God is not somebody that you play with and said, listen to me. We can't play okay our dolly house with and said, him understand. I put limit on him. Yeah, we put limit on him that way. Take the limit of God. And I'm talking to myself all over again. Take the limit of God. Limiting God, no cut it. Limiting God, no fix things. It only costs your hospital money, medication, and who don't have no car, taxi. That's what limiting God costs us. Somebody, we can't call things in existence. Only God can say, let there be, and there was. I hear it. And I say, oh yeah, that's what you think. And I don't say anything no. You know what I say? Okay. You think that? So you know what I do? I say, well, when I declare and decree, I see it happen. You're gonna find people gonna come and tell you, say, this and that, and you can't this, you can't that, because only God can do it. Yes. But there's always a way. There's always a way. But why some of us can't find a way at time? Because of what? The limit. The limit. God, I'm going to foreign tomorrow. I can't come, you know. Can't come again, God. Over foreign cold, somebody over the hot. God current over there can't come. We're limiting God. The omnipresent God who's here, there, and everywhere. We're limiting God. telling God, you can't come. God don't need no here, no praying for God for reach a foreign. We need to go to foreign land, to go to and fro. We need bus fare. God no need that. Is the unlimited God. The God, the God above every gods. Come on, gods is a God over every other gods. I said before, is richer than the richest. Is older. Somebody think about it. Than the oldest. Because he tell Abraham, say, I am that I am send you. So he's older than the oldest. Hmm? I hear some call him Abba. Some call him Father. The Prince of Peace. The Lily of the Valley. We ever think about it when we're talking about this wonderful God? We ever think about it? I know who God is. There are testimony out there to tell you all. For some who doubt about this God, there are testimony out there. Great testimony. Let me give you a very short one. When I was pregnant with my last child, the devil decided I'm going to give her an uppercut. He's going to kill me. And I was in my home the Sunday morning. And my missionary then was my pastor now. I remember the phone rang. And she said, lay your hands upon your belly. That's what she said. And she started to pray. No more word. And then she just, have a blessed day. And she hung up. I didn't understand depths of it. Only a little piece. When I went to the hospital the Monday morning to book, the doctor said, listen, I cannot send you back. Your pressure is too high. I was like, huh? My pressure is quite okay all these months. So, and then, and while I was there in the ward, I was there between 1, 2, 3, 4 other ladies. Long church of bed. And while I was there, I have my pillow with, I have my Bible with me, praying and reading, and have my Bible, put it on my. And one turn, and 2 of them were there. And while they were there, when I see my daughter, my eldest daughter, came to look for me, they was like, and laugh. And I didn't know a word. I take it with a smile. Never understand what was going on. And because long gone down there, so. Long gone down there, so. And there were pockets so short. So I never say anything. That never go on for me in for them side. And you know what happened? The one closest to my right, she befriend me and say, I know you are. I say, you know me? She said, you are, and she tell me the faith I am in. She said, you are an apostolic. I said, how do you know? Because I didn't tell anyone. She said, I see it on you, you're an apostolic. And she started talking. She said, pray for me. And out of that little batch right there, the one that I said to pray for her, she go next door death and come back. Because she had the giant force over the other side, you know, against me. For what I don't know them. And the one closest to my left, so sad, I don't like to talk about it. She died. She died. Yeah, she died. giving birth. And the other one over the other side, baby live for like, I think it's 3 hours. That was it. And I was saying, God, I remember the prayer because I went there and the devil thought he would have taken me out that back then, but he did not get the chance to take me out. Met into accident right on Olaba Road. Who lives in Jamaica on Olaba Road. Unconscious. Then my baby, same little one. At the time she was, I think, was 5 or 6. But the God that I know, see me here, I'm still here. I remember somebody gave me number of days to live. That was like over 20 years now. And I'm still here. Because I know how to look to the God that exists out of man time. I don't look to the God that exists in our time. Because those gods can't help us. They're just gods. So I'm coming down. I really want to encourage somebody. Please take the limit of God. Limiting God, it will never work and can never work. Limit off. I want to take this time out now to greet each and every one. First, I want to greet. I'm not being biased. I'm not being biased. Please. I see my pastor here online, still online. Greetings to my pastor. Yes, I see Tamara. Bless you, Tamara. Mr. Planter, bless you, sir. Bless you. I see Trixton. Oh yes, this is yes, I remember. Trixton, bless you. Lataya, bless you. Richardson. Cool kid, bless you. Mr. Pennant, bless you. Mr. Wright, I leave Mr. Wright for last again. You know why I want to talk a little bit about his channel. He also run a channel and on YouTube. I tell you before. Please check it out. Very educational stuff over there. He tell you about different pets and like fish and various house. If you just type in Mr. Wright, Mr. R-I-T-E, you will find him. I'm gonna leave the description. If I know to do it, it's my first time streaming. I'm not sure if I know to do it. You can check out his channel. Each one help one. We're all builders. We're not here as just one. No, we're here to brace each other. We're here to help each other. We're here to build with each other. We're not here to tear down each other. We're not here for that. We're here to build each other. God bless you all. And thank you for coming. Look out for another live stream. Very soon we'll be having interviews. Interviews coming up. Want to see how that works. I want to have interviews coming up. I have 2 lineups so far, but I will post it like a day before, let you know as to when. God bless you all, and thank you all for coming. A blessed weekend in Jesus Christ's name. Bless you.